Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for September the 1st. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy. After that, I'll pull one card for each zodiac sign, and we'll see how those predictions blend together for our day. If you know your sun sign, you can get a good little tidbit of information here. If you know your rising sign and your house system, you can actually pull quite a lot out of a short little video like this. Looking at our overall energy, what we have showing up is the High Priestess in reverse. High Priestess in reverse just talks about confusion, being very confused. How many planets do we have in retrograde right now? Confusion is kind of the order of the day. Whenever we've got planets in retrograde, it's time to rethink, redo, rework, everything, reconsider. So that's kind of confusion kind of fits for this time frame right now. Let's take a peek at how this plays out for each sign. Okay, King of Pentacles for you, Aries. Placements. Okay, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Aries, this is interesting because I think you're kind of going back to the drawing board about some kind of plan that you have about making yourself more financially secure. There's some confusion about how to actually pull that off. Taurus, your card just fell while I was talking to Aries. Actually, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer's cards just fell. Taurus, you've got the 10 of Cups showing up here. We may be feeling confused about what actually makes us happy. What do we want to reach towards? What makes us feel satisfied and fulfilled? There's a little bit of confusion going on in that area for Taurus placements. And then Gemini placements, 9 of Wands in reverse. Something has taken you by surprise. Geminis are something that I don't think you expected to be confused about at all. And yet, here it is. And Cancer, last card that fell out on its own, Hanged Man showing up in reverse. Cancers, you guys are breaking free from confusion today. We like that. That's a very positive take on that one. We've got that card combination, breaking free from confusion that may have been plaguing you for a little while, coming to something solid as far as information or answers, maybe even just having an epiphany so that you understand within yourself without anything changing. But for a lot of you, something is going to be changing that helps you have that clarity that you were in search of. Leo, 6 of Wands. Leo, this is interesting because you're confused about who you should be appreciating for something. Maybe somebody did something, anonymously, and so you don't even know who to say thank you to. Very interesting. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Virgo. 6 of Cups coming up in reverse. Virgo, this is telling me that there was some kind of interaction that you had with somebody in the past that was not very satisfying or happiness making. And you have some kind of confusion about that. So you may be wondering, why did that happen? You may be wondering about some of the details of it. I just saw a documentary a few days ago, and I think it's an older documentary, but it was about people who were adopted, and there were never records kept of, like who their parents were, or if they were kept, they were kept from the children, even as the children became adults. And so, this would be like one way of manifesting something like this, that there would be a lot of confusion around what happened at the adoption. This could show up in a couple of cards like this. This would talk about that. But there's, a zillion and one other ways that this can manifest. I don't think that all my Virgos were adopted and had confusion around that. But definitely confusion around something that has happened in the past that was not a pleasant process, and definitely is not a pleasant memory right now. Next up, looking at Leos. Some type of confusion about payday showing up for you, Leos. So this can be confusion about when is payday. Could be confusion about when is my bonus showing up on my check. Could be confusion about how come my check is only such and such and I thought it would be so and so. So some type of confusion about paydays showing up for Leos. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Okay, Virgo's Knight of Cups coming up for you. I think you have some kind of confusion about what you should be doing to express yourself towards somebody that you care about. Can be a romantic expression, does not have to be, but you could be having some kind of confusion. Maybe you've got a birthday coming up for somebody and you don't know what to buy them. That would fit. Lots of other ways that that could play out as well, though. That's just one example. And that was for who? That was for Scorpio. I think I might have said Leo. That was for Scorpio, though. Confusion, confusion about expressing our appreciation, love, or affection for somebody. Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, you guys have the Two of Pentacles showing up here. This is just telling me that there is some kind of confusion for you about how you can keep everything balanced, how you can keep all the plates in the air. You've got a lot going on. You're not quite sure how you can fit everything into that itinerary. You may want to get somebody to cover some of your responsibilities so that things can keep on rolling the way they need to, at least temporarily. Capricorn, Two of Cups, some kind of confusion here about attraction. Capricorns, I feel like you're wondering what somebody thinks about you. Doesn't have to be a romantic partner, although that's kind of implied when we say the word attraction. But it does not actually have to be a romantic partner. I just feel like there's somebody that you are wondering, how do they feel about you? If this is at work, how do they feel about my job performance? How do they feel about the presentation that I made? You know, could be romantic, but I just don't want to leave that as the only option on the table because I do think this is going to manifest in different ways for different ones of you. Next up, we're looking at Aquarius. Ten of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Aquarius, you want to upgrade your sense of stability and security in the world, whether that's upgrading a significant relationship or whether that's upgrading your financial system in some way. There's a lot of confusion about how do I do this? How do I pull this off? Here's this new obstacle in front of me. I don't know how to overcome that. Okay, so confusion around that. By the way, guys, when we have this kind of confusion, guess what it's a good time for? It's a good time for a reading with Amista to see what your best option is. Just saying. Just saying. Pisces. Four of Cups. Now, this is interesting, Pisces, because I think what's going on here is that you're feeling some kind of confusion, which is making you sort of throw yourself a little pity party. You may not be able to be objective if you're trying to read something for yourself, or you may be feeling like, I've kind of got what I think is intuition on this, but is this ego? I'm not sure. So there's some kind of confusion coming in for you, Pisces, and this confusion really has you feeling a little down in the dumps and sort of, beating yourself up for it. Stop doing that. Just saying. Okay. All right, so that's what I've got for everybody today. Thank you all so much for stopping by and spending some of your precious time with me. I'll see you guys back on the next video. By the way, before you leave, remember, put a thumbs up on this one, share it out to the world, and put comments down below. Every single one of those actions helps this video to be seen by more. And the more people that see this, the more people I get to help, which is kind of the point. So thank you for all your support in that. And of course, I am doing readings and Reiki sessions today, either online or over the phone. If you would like to schedule one of those, all you have to do is check out my website. All my contact information is there. Just reach out to me and we'll get you scheduled as quickly as we can. Thanks, everybody. Peace out.